Merry Christmas, everyone. This is a very special G.I. Joe review for Christmas Day, and it is of the Imposter Cobra leader, Fred 7, posing as Cobra Commander in battle armor. And, so we are not going to do any other shout-outs of the week since it's a Christmas bonus episode. So we're going to jump right into it, starting with the file card. Cobra Leader, the Imposter. Codename Cobra Commander, Fred 7. File name classified. Primary military specialty intelligence. Secondary military specialty ordnance. Experimental weaponry. Birthplace classified. Grade is Commander-in-Chief. Anyone could be beneath that mask. Fred 7, a former member of the Crimson Guard, has dedicated his life to the Cobra organization. He has given up his name, face, identity to help Cobra Commander achieve his dream of world conquest. He's furious when the commander decides to walk away from it all, and in his anger finally attacks the head snake. Fred 7 then launches a bold scheme to impersonate the commander and take over Cobra. Once just another face in the crowd of the crimson uniforms, Fred 7 now reaches for the pinnacle of power. Leader of Cobra. Quote at the bottom says, "If Cobra Commander taught me anything, he taught me to seize an opportunity when it presents itself, by any means necessary." That's the file card for the infamous Fred 7. But we're going to get into the story of why Fred 7 impersonates Cobra Commander here later on outside the file card. You know, after we look at the accessories, articulation, and sculpt and color of the figure. Starting with the file or the figure stand. Upraised Cobra logo, codename Cobra Commander. And then he's got his little futuristic pistol assault gun. His somewhat looking rocket backpack. And his helmet. The Cobra logo. And then the black hose. And then let's take a look at this Cobra Commander. The body is the same as the second video that I made on this channel. You know, because it is the same exact body, except for the hose in the back is a different color. But he has the head of a Crimson Guard trooper that I've videoed a couple years back in 2019. This is the Fred 7 head on the Cobra Commander and battle armor body. You know, basically with the silver metal, with that in the blue. So let's look at the articulation. His head can swivel. His arm. His arm gets there. Arm can rotate the full 360. The arm can bend at the elbow. Swivel at the elbow. And the arm can swivel like that. He does have the eye press feature. He can do the splits. Legs go back here. Throw knee bend. His ankle could be like this. Leg is swivel all the way around. So let's take a look at Fred 7 in battle mode. Sorry I was yawning, y'all, but here's Fred 7 in his battle mode. And so before I go into the rage and everything, so let me go into the backstory. The reason why Fred 7 is in the Cobra Commander and Battle Armor uniform is all due to the original Marvel run from 1982 to 1994. Okay, in the issue 50s, starting in the late 50s, 55, 55 or so, Cobra Commander is in the bunker of the pit, and he escapes from the pit, narrowly, him and Destro, and they they escape and they go out, and somehow during that length of time, it's going to find out that Billy is in a car accident, and Billy is actually Cobra Commander's son, and in the process of him losing his leg, the accident, he loses his leg and his eye. Cobra Commander then travels to Detroit with his son and goes to see Fred 7, who's a mechanic. And Fred 7 is a Crimson Guard soldier, so he activates him. Because you can't be a CG until you're activated. So Fred becomes the new Crimson Guard. And he fixed Billy's leg, and he says, Fred 7 says, "Oh, hey Cobra Commander, I got you a new uniform and presents him this specific uniform." And Cobra Commander then, tries it on. That's when they meet Raptor, the Cobra, Falconer, Birdman. The Cobra Commander takes off his uniform and decides he's going to give up his entire terrorism ways. Fred 7 gets mad, shoots Cobra Commander in the back, then pursues CC or Coco to be deceased, buries him in a shallow grave, dons the uniform, goes to Cobra Island, pretending to be Cobra Commander, and starts the Cobra Civil War with Serpentor. And then he's found out who he was when the real Cobra Commander comes back, and Fred 7 is then killed in a freighter, buried under a volcano on Cobra Island. And basically that's how this Cobra Commander starts. And this is how that happens. I rate this figure as a top tier figure. I think he's a great figure. For you, there was no vintage figure of this guy, but you can assume the Cobra Commander in battle armor as Fred 7, Cobra Commander, however you want to do it. Back in the day, if you had the vintage figure, because the helmet wasn't as removable as it is on the 25th anniversary versions. But I think it's great. It's a great figure. I haven't seen anybody else review this, but I'll look it up later just to find out. But go ahead and look. Google, YouTube, search it. But this is it for Cobra Island. I hope y'all had a great Christmas. You know, this is a must-have figure. And that's for our here on Cobra Island. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. See you in the next one. Peace.